Nothing makes you feel as foolish as paying for an unnecessary repair. Unfortunately, this happens almost every time we see the check engine light. Instead of reaching for your wallet, you must first diagnose if it's a real issue or just your ECU throwing a tantrum. In this video, I'll show you how to reset your car and fix it for free. You won't believe how easy it is to make your car run like new. Keep watching until the end because the last tip can save you thousands. Method 1. Disconnect the battery. Rough idling, transmission slips, and poor engine performance all seem scary. Then, when the check engine light comes on, you know you're about to spend a fortune on repairs. But not so fast. That's because this huge problem could be solved in half an hour. All you have to do is get your car's electronic control unit to behave. Just like your phone or laptop, car computers also go haywire, and it's more common than you think. Almost anything can mess with your car's computer, from excessive vibrations to a weak battery, faulty wiring, or even lightning strikes. No kidding! Instead of going to an auto shop, you can reset the ECU yourself. And here's how to do it. Step 1. Unplug the car batteries. Turn off your engine and disconnect your battery, starting with the negative terminal. Make sure the cables are neatly tucked away so that they don't slide back on. If you have a jump lead, connect it to both battery cables. Make sure they don't touch the battery terminals, and do this for at least 10 seconds. This will de-energize or drain any residual power that might be flowing to the ECU. If you don't have a jump lead, leave the battery unplugged for 15 minutes. Next, turn on the headlight and leave it on. You can also press the brake pedal and the horn to squeeze out any lingering power in the capacitors. Step 2. Reconnect the battery. Once you're done, reconnect the positive terminal, then the negative terminal. At this point, the ECU should be fully reset and your car will run like new again. However, some cars, like high-mileage vehicles, take a little longer for this to kick in. You might have to drive for a day or two before everything is back to normal. But if you want to speed up this process, don't skip the next step. Step 3. Reset the idle. Switch the car on and put the air conditioner on full blast. Then, rev your engine to about 2,000 RPM and hold it there for about 5 minutes. Next, turn the AC off and repeat the process. This is crucial because your engine idles at a higher RPM with the AC on. Once you're through, you'll notice that your car will idle normally, and you will have saved a fortune. The battery disconnect method is the most reliable way to reset your car's ECU for free. However, one disadvantage is that it resets everything. Your clock and radio settings return to default, and you lose any stored memory. It can also reset security features in your car, which could make it difficult to restart your car. If your car is fairly modern, perhaps you might prefer a more precise and delicate approach. Method 2. Use an OBD2 scanner. Check engine lights have a habit of lingering. Even after you've fixed a known problem, the light will remain for days. That is because the ECU hasn't updated yet. The same thing happens when you perform a battery disconnect reset. The easiest way to get rid of lingering error codes and to reset your ECU is with an OBD2 scanner. You can do this at an auto repair shop, but who wants to take that risk? Unethical shops are known for falsely diagnosing problems and bait and switch tactics. That's when they offer a free diagnostic check, but end up charging you for unnecessary or costly repairs. On average, this scam costs drivers over $1,100 per visit. You can avoid this by buying your own OBD2 scanner for under $40. And don't worry, it's very easy to use. Here's how to reset the ECU with an OBD2 scanner. Step 1. Locate the OBD2 port. You will usually find the diagnostic port under the dashboard, around the footwell. It usually has a plastic cover on it. However, some cars have very creative locations for the port. In a Citroen C5, it is inside the center aisle armrest. And in older models of the VW Passat, it's next to the handbrake. If you don't find it near or around the steering wheel, consult your manual. Step 2. Switch off your engine. Always turn the car off before plugging in the OBD2 scanner. When it's inside, turn the key to the on position, but don't start the engine. Step 3. Clear the error codes. The OBD2 scanner should automatically begin reading the car data. However, some scanners need to be switched on manually. You then have to navigate to the error codes. If the codes are for problems that have already been sorted, erase them. Alternatively, you can go directly to the Reset ECU section and activate it. This will wipe away all stored errors and restart the learning process. Step 4. Unplug the OBD2 scanner. Once you remove the scanner and start the engine, the check engine light will be gone. Your car will also be as smooth as ever. This is the best way to reset your car if the check engine light is showing. However, while this method is effective, it can be a little too good. Method 3. Perform a throttle body reset. In rare instances, resetting the ECU can cause a rough idle. This happens when the ECU has fallen out of sync with the throttle body. The ECU determines when and how much fuel to inject into the engine based on the position of the throttle body. So, if the ECU can't tell what the throttle body is doing, your car will idle rough. Worse still, you could also experience poor acceleration or stalling. But don't worry, you didn't break your car. The same thing happens when you clean the throttle body, which is part of your regular maintenance. Besides, performing a throttle body reset or idle learning procedure is pretty simple. It takes less than 30 seconds, and here's what you need to do. Step 1. Turn the key to the on position. First, make sure you are parked on level ground and that your handbrake is engaged. You then want to turn the key to the on position, but don't start the car. Step 2. Slowly depress the accelerator. Take about 3 seconds to push the pedal to the metal. You don't want to rush this process, or you'll have to start all over. When the accelerator is all the way down, hold it there for 3 seconds. Step 3. Release the accelerator slowly. You're going to need another 3 to 4 seconds to lift your foot off the accelerator. This process allows the ECU to relearn the throttle body position sensor, but you're not done yet. Step 4. Turn the car on. Put your car back on and let it idle for about 5 minutes. Do not depress any of the pedals during this time. When your car begins to idle smoothly, the process is complete. It means that the car's computer has relearned its idle speed. If you want to be extra certain, take the car out for a slow drive around the block. If you're a speed demon, resist the urge to floor it. Once you confirm that everything is running smoothly, drive your car as normal. And when I say normal, I mean avoid these 19 stupid mistakes that destroy automatic cars. These 3 methods we've discussed are so easy, anyone can do them. However, depending on the car you drive, there could be an even simpler way. Method 4. Perform a fuse box reset. Now, this is a method that gives you targeted control over what you can reset. If you've never had to touch your fuse box, you're not alone. Most people haven't. However, it's similar to the one in your house. By removing and returning a fuse, you're able to cut off power to any troublesome accessories. Say, for example, that your power window system is glitching. While you can disconnect the battery, it might be overkill. A better option is to remove the power window fuse from the box. The fuse box is usually under the dashboard. There is also another one under the hood. If this is your first time, use the car manual to locate the box and the fuse you need to disconnect. Once you find it, you can perform a reset in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Switch off the car and remove the key. Step 2. Pull out the fuse and wait for 20 seconds. Step 3. Put the fuse back in and start your engine, and you're done. If you want to be thorough, leave the fuse out for 5 minutes. This will ensure that no residual power is flowing to the problematic gadget or sensor. By the way, this same process can be used to reset the car's ECU. However, it's not as effective as the battery disconnect or the OBD2 scanner. In rare instances, none of these methods will work. That's because the problem was never inside the car, but you'll never guess where. Method 5. Check your fuel cap. Did you know that a loose or faulty gas cap causes 1 out of 10 check engine lights? Meaning you have no reason to be afraid of the light. While ignoring this problem won't ruin your engine, it will cost you a bit of money. The gas cap is a crucial part of the evaporative emission control system, or EVAP system. It is what seals the EVAP by making sure fuel vapors don't escape from your fuel tank. The Department of Transportation estimates that you can lose 30 gallons a year from evaporating fuel. That's over $100 wasted each year. When the gas cap is loose or damaged, the ECU registers it as a fault. If you see the error codes P0455 and P0457, it means there is an EVAP system leak. Don't take your car to the mechanic. Your first step should be to inspect the gas cap. Open the fuel tank door and remove the gas cap. You might need to unhook the tether for a closer look. Check for any chips, dents, or cracks. Carefully inspect the rubber seal to ensure that it isn't slack or cut. If there is any damage, fuel vapors will escape, even if the cap is screwed on correctly. Replace the broken gas cap as quickly as possible, but not at a dealership. One car owner shared on Reddit how a dealer tried to charge him $800 for a $35 cap. And who said mechanics can't be trusted? Anyway, if there is nothing wrong with the gas cap, put it back and twist it shut. Keep twisting until you stop hearing the clicking sound. If you don't hear any clicking, it means your cap is damaged. When you're done, the check engine light will still be on, but that's normal. The ECU needs time to recheck the EVAP system. The check engine light will go off after a couple of days. But if you want to get rid of the light immediately, use your OBD2 scanner to clear the error code. So there you have it, 5 ways to reset your car without spending a dime. These methods work on a wide range of problems in all vehicles. Remember to invest in a good OBD2 scanner, and your days of being scammed by mechanics will be over. If you enjoyed learning these car secrets, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channels. When you're done, take your car knowledge to the next level by watching 17 car maintenance tips mechanics wish you knew.